With recent losses in 401ks, many people are looking for other avenues to save for retirement and protect what they have left. Joining us with how to protect, grow, and never lose money in our retirement accounts are Tracie Lampson and Rahnie Sandhu with Lampson Retirement Solutions. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. There's a reason why you do this, Tracie. You came by it organically. You were financially vulnerable, in particular, 2 times in your life, which is quite traumatic. And as we all know, when you're dealing with money and it's not dealing with you very well,
right,
it's very traumatic. We've mentioned before that your husband unexpectedly died when you were 28 years old.
That's right.
2 young children.
2 boys under 5.
Yeah. And then recently, or in more recent years, not recently, but more recent years, when your husband retired, got bad financial advice, and that cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It did.
You decided, I'm not doing this anymore.
Absolutely. I didn't trust anybody, is what it became to. And anything that I could do where learning and being able to put our firsthand experience on to helping someone has been just, I see it, I understand where they're coming from, being the consumer first.
Emotionally and professionally,
exactly.
Right? All right, 401k accounts. So I remember, several years ago, probably in around the 90s, we realized that Americans are living longer. We didn't retire at 65 and die a couple of years later.
Right.
And we didn't have enough money. So the idea of a 401k sounded good at the time, and maybe it was at the time, to make sure that people had enough money to save. There are lots of problems with that. It's a vulnerable system, Rahnie, and when it's very thermostatic, if you will. Something happens out in the world, and you see it happen in your accounts.
Absolutely correct. 401ks, when they came out in '82 in their inception, were spectacular for people who worked for companies that did not necessarily have some type of pension system.
Yeah, and we weren't saving on our own.
We were not saving on our own, so it gave you the ability to save without ever seeing a substantial difference in your paychecks, right? But as the world has evolved over the last 40 years, retirement needs have evolved. And the way we should be planning for retirement has completely changed. 401ks, in my opinion, are not currently the best avenue.
Yeah, part of the reason is we're not in control of it. When something's going wrong, you can't just pick up the phone and say, hey, yeah, Bob, take it out of that.
Move me out of that.
Yeah, but we're not in control of it in that sense. So there are better investment vehicles. And so when we say that word investment vehicles, most of us have no idea what that is. Rahnie, you're like one of your areas of expertise is numbers, business. But Tracie, what you wanted to do with these investment vehicles, you want them to do a number of things. Protect and grow our wealth, provide lifetime income, and never lose a dime. That is so attractive to so many people who have seen a 30% loss in recent months.
Right.
Okay. Your modern investing, the first thing you do, Rahnie, is you educate us in a way that we can understand.
Yeah, you have to take a look at the numbers. I tell my clients all the time, I don't understand people, but I understand the math. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the biggest flaw for most people planning retirement is they don't understand the numbers. How much are they being charged in fees? How much is that pre-tax contribution actually going to cost them in 40 years when they go and they have to disseminate that tax burden over time? That's the things that we really have to look at. We have to educate them on why that's important now versus at retirement.
Versus my dilemma.
Yeah, exactly. right. Okay. So what we say, protect and produce, you have this kind of you show with your hands what it is that you all do.
So when, our clients, when the market goes up, their money goes up. But when the market goes down, their money stays the same. They don't go backwards. It's about protecting the portion of your retirement of your gotta have money. We all envision the lifestyle that we're accustomed to. Let me tell you, you don't want to go backwards in retirement.
No.
And so that's the last thing we want. So we want to protect it, let it grow, not pay fees. Fees are optional in what you're looking for. Are you looking for a paycheck? Are you looking for just accumulation? That's where Rahnie's expertise comes in. I have the product, the knowledge, the firsthand experience, and I didn't trust anybody. So it took a long time for me to let someone in.
Yeah.
Rahnie came with the number and the finance and the business expertise that has really helped me help our client. We can just help them in so many different ways.
I was at your office not long ago.
Right.
Yeah, and there was a client in there, and it's like, exactly. This breath of fresh air for them because they were so, worried about their retirement. All right. You all also do a lot of the research. There are other investment vehicles, as we talked about, and there's some myths out there. Like a lot of us have been told, annuities. Oh no, those are bad. Those are bad. Those are bad. But not all of them are bad, Rahnie.
Not all of them. We deal with the entire scope of annuities, but the reality of it is 2 or 3% of the annuity category is what we focus on because that's how we can, number one, avoid fees, number two, avoid loss, and then truly handle that tax burden that you've built up for yourself over time.
Yeah, diversifying, of course, is important as well.
Diversifying is very important.
Precious metals, real estate,
Absolutely.
Medicare, and life insurance. You also look at that.
Because of the needs of our clients, we've
Right.
evolved into basically a full umbrella of anything that you need, whether it's car insurance, home insurance, gold and silver, life insurance. We want to cover the gambit because that's what our clients requested.
And
Just helping them.
speaking
yeah.
of clients out there, I know a lot of people, if I said, what's in your 401k right now?
Yeah.
Most of you go, I don't want to look, right?
They hand us the envelope.
Yeah, it's sealed, sealed,
do,
right?
absolutely.
But that's part of the beginning of making sure that you don't lose any more money, and
Right.
that is to do the free financial analysis
Yes.
that you all have.
And it's so painless. It takes 10 or 15 minutes with, him and the people within the office. It's not some long drawn out. But yes, we do need your numbers in order to give you, what it looks like, what your plan looks like 30 or 40 years down the road.
Yeah, but how do you break up with that person you've been with?
Here's what I'm going to, now he'll tell you easily.
I'll do the breakup for you.
Yeah, you do that, right? Yeah, and there's one question you always say to ask when I'm losing money.
Right.
Are you still making?
That's right. Is your financial advisor, can he give you any guarantees? I know the answer to that. That would be no. And if the market goes backwards, does he still make money? Absolutely he does. That's not what we're here to do. Our clients don't lose money. We can't afford to lose money in retirement.
Yeah, and as you say, your job is to protect our money.
That's right. And that's where we really have, I feel that everyone in the office is on the same page. You have to be on the same page in order to, kind of be a part of our team.
Yeah.
Is our first goal is to make sure that, think of what our consumers want and then help them protect. They come in so nervous and they leave just hugging us all, and that they're family for life, basically.
I've seen tears.
I
I've seen
know,
tears.
exactly.
Yeah, you want people to drive and enjoy the ride
Exactly.
into retirement without eyeing the gas gauge,
Yes,
as you always
we
say.
can do that.
Yeah,
We can absolutely do that.
Tracie and Rahnie, you all have a podcast that you're doing as well. It's called WTF?
Podcast.
What the Finance.
What the
Stop it, people.
Finance.
What the Finance, yes.
WTFpodcast.com. We've got a little teasers out there. I know you and I did one together, and so all of that is going to be coming
October 2nd.
Yeah,
October 2nd.
That's where I shared where I got into trouble with money early on in my life.
Exactly.
Thank goodness it was
Right.
early on and never again. All right. Lampson Retirement Solutions has a special offer. The first 50 people who call will receive a complimentary financial analysis. That is a $500 value for free. You must mention Great Day Houston to get this offer. It includes a blueprint of your current financial situation and how to align your investment strategies with your retirement goals. If you're tired of losing money in the market, give Lampson a call to start protecting your financial future right away. To see how Tracie can help protect your money, call 281-459-0023. Again, that number is 281-459-0023, or log on to lampsoninc.com for more information.